special school name. Something like this. I brought you some soup. But I'm not really hungry. I'm going to school by helicopter. Why did he have to go? I don't know, he wouldn't say. I don't know anything about it. Did I get right? Who are you? What do you think about? When did you come to school? Where does she lives? I go to school by bus. I go to school on foot. Can we go somewhere else? Can we go somewhere? I ate Chinese food yesterday. I ate Chinese food yesterday. Did you have a good day? David helped me with this cake. He is usually 6 years old. We will work together soon. Jerry found it. Why didn't you inform me? We will eat. I did not mean that. Yes, I saw the program. I don't know. How can I say this? Let me say. We will work until morning. We will work until morning. I won't waste chalk. What was the yellow energy? We are waiting for a reply from the A team regarding the solution of the problem. Approximately. Vital. Top. This has been working since 4 days. Conclusion. Since we were. Since you came home. How nice to see you. Since we were. Promotion. Promotion. Recognition. Awareness. Is aware of everything. Osman doesn't need me. What about you? What can I do for you? To come. Which house is yours? Which language do you think? Does it need water? Some. Have you ever bought shoes? Have you ever seen it in Istanbul? Have you ever been to Istanbul? I had pain in my finger. What do you want to say? Do you mean this? Do you have a cup? What did you want to say? Despite. Even though I didn't talk to his family, I came with him. Relevance. Relating to. Kind of load scenario. Manners. Interrogator. Flash. Probably. Again. It could be. Sufficient. Suitable for. Beneficiary. I speak good English now. Have you ever been to Berlin? Should I do? Now we have it. And no one else. He has to learn. He has no experience. I did. Can I be your assistant? I must have an assistant. I must eat an apple. I have to play football. I must have an assistant. Who do we have? We must begin. Can you inform us? Inform. Properly. Do you think manners are important? Custom. How else does he get home? Do you find it appropriate to help? When should you give up your place in public transport? Should you recline your seat on the plane? When should you not greet someone with a kiss? I'm meeting with the admiral at the airport. They were in Mexico in 2016. My little boy couldn't speak until he was almost 2 years old. We do not have a lost income. So-called crush. To understand. Birds flew in our village. I wouldn't do this job. I have to see you. I can go to class. Can I leave the lesson? I can talk to you tomorrow. I can speak with you. Shall we start watching a movie? Shall we start watching a movie? Did you go to school? Do I teach English? Actually, this is for my grandma. I've never been to Chicago. You will miss me when you leave school. We can say good morning. My fluffy cat. Victor can drive you. Near here. How can I help you? Please call us again. Is there any work I need to do? Can you list the remaining jobs? Is it all over? Shall I come soon? Do I need to do anything? Absorber. Do you have pancakes? Yes, how many do you want? Tommy, can you take a look too? How would you compare yourself to your brother? How many cars do you have? Approximately how many CDs do you have? Actually, I like American music. Actually. As a matter of fact. And he is much more shy. I am much more talkative. Superstition. Shaving. Finalize. Concluded. Do you think being a football referee is a difficult job? I want to talk to Mr. Smith. What did you think about them? I'm taking them all. What do you think about them? Why don't we sit? Should we go to my office? We have to go to my office. We heard a lot about you. You met Nicole. Let me introduce you to the team. Did you have a nice trip? I can't speak any language. Would you like to come with us? Do you want to come? Let's go get some paint. Can we do it for you? I am also reading. I also like good food. We don't like football either. What else do I like? What will you buy? So do you know what you want to buy? Do you know what you are drinking? What do you like to eat for breakfast? Do you like to eat for breakfast? We are still working on this issue. I've never seen this car before. I studied math. I had studied mathematics. Went to school together. Who is friend? Have you had breakfast? Have you had breakfast? Do you want grape juice? Can I get your number? We have room for 2 people at number 8. We have room for 2 at 8. We got 2 seats at 8. Congratulations. If possible at 21 in the morning. Is this true? Seems to be an issue with the mobile site. Don't you have a non-stop flight in the morning? Do you have a non-stop flight? We have 2 daily flights between Chicago and Evansville. Where will you fly from? Let's have coffee then let's go. See you later. Let me have your drink first. I have some news. I thought so, too. I thought too. I will also attend the meeting. Jenny is unable to attend this meeting. Consistency. Which city? Your turn. Came home. Arrived in time for breakfast. No one will miss you. I'm not dieting. What do you want to say? Do you always have such an unhealthy lunch? The place gets dirty and then it stinks of food. Can you check if possible? If it is possible. I prefer a refund. Can I see the receipt? What was that? Do we have any red bags? Do we have a red bag? Do we have a red bag? Believe it or not, as you know, we organize a competition every week. As you know, we have a competition every week. It's so unfair. Sorry, pets are not allowed in the hotel. Just one last question. How many students are in 4th grade? How many people are on the bus? How many books are on the table? How many chairs are there? How much is it per night? Let me check. I want to know if you have a double room. May I help you? I'm sorry I couldn't help you. Thank you very much. How fast are you running? How much is your speed? What time is your train? 10:30. What time is your train? Can we get the invoice please? Can I have the invoice please? How about a bottle of champagne? I want lobster. Can I have soup? I think I'd like truffles. What would you like to start? Would you like to see the wine list? Can you speak slower please? This place is really beautiful. About 5 minutes away. Do you want anything else? I will come with you. I hope you and Julia have a good time. When did you meet him? What is his name? David has a date. Her voice is exciting. Sounds very exciting. I think she really likes him. Are you free tonight? A night to remember. We can still throw a party. It's not your birthday. What else have you done? I bought a t-shirt and some shoes. I bought him a shirt and shoes. What did you buy? I went to shopping. What have you done? Was your day good? Usually 6:30. Did you get the candles? It was 15 lira. How much was it? I got it from Pascal. You know, next to the bank. How did you get it? Where do you get? Just the four of us. Within 2 days. Why don't we party? It's Jade's birthday on Saturday. Definitely. May 13th. They always argued. I can help you. What are you doing? I'm interviewing you. For as long as I live, you and I will never part. You and I will be apart. How was your weekend with your family? He is handsome and has a nice personality. Most of the time. There is bad weather here all year round. There is bad weather here all year round. Yes, I can see it. It's warm and sunny as always. How's the weather? What do you think? What do you say before you leave here? How about trying this cocktail before you leave? How about trying this cocktail before you leave? You walk along the road until you reach the traffic lights. Turn left at the bar. I need a break. I have to go anywhere. I need a break. I have to go somewhere. Thanks for looking. I want to travel somewhere. I'm sick of London. I need vacation. What kind of shape? Kinds of shapes. To solve. Heritage. He is very shy and extremely creative. He has dark hair and green eyes. Take a shower when the sea comes home. When my mom comes home, you will marry me. You will marry me in 10 years. Will you marry me in 10 years? You will marry me. I have to meet him in 20 minutes. I do not have time. I do not have much time. I'll pay $10 as punishment. Insufficient. Legendary. Thanks for your usual support. To invent. He is an inventor. Avoid asking questions. Avoid. How long have you been a doctor? How long have you been a nurse? You have a lot of work. Are you looking for a part-time or full-time job? I will not eat even though I am hungry. I will not eat even though I am hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I was fine before I saw you. You must answer me during your vacation. Do you have a resume? Here you are. How do I do? That means a lot of work. Inside. Appreciate. Be aware. A part of. Analyze. To dispute. Suspicion. Additionally. With. More. Until. Much. Before. After that. After that. As far as I know. As far as I remember. As soon as possible. Our team is aware of the problem. We can fix this problem. First we will separate some parts. Then I will map each part with a developer. So, developers start coding after planning. It's just a job interview. But I really want this job. When is the interview? It's 3 o'clock today. I have some time for my appointment. Let's ask. Let's eat. Let's go. I come home around 7. I come home around 7. I'm never late. I work in a cafe. In the entertainment capital of the world. This is cheap for New York. I don't have a job yet. Give my love to everyone. Life in New York is great. If you want to finish the task, you must start immediately. And 2 years later we're still roommates. That's all the story. I will, but only for a month or 2. There is the kitchen. You two enter. You will love this place. You will love this place. So how did you two become roommates? When can I meet him? Tony has a day off. 1 day off. My students are about 13 years old. She worked. She is a singer. She is beautiful. He is really great. She is an actress. She is an actress. What is he doing? He lives here in New York. Where does he live? What kind of friend? Who is Maria? I spend all weekend with my sons. And then I relax in the afternoon. Well, I go to the gym in the morning. Okay, well, I'm going to the gym in the morning. Like what? A lot of things. You don't go to work, you don't go to school, what do you do all day? I can go to school. I can go to school. I have to go to school. I have to go to school. I have to go to school. I could go to school. I can go to school. I will go to school. I was going to school. It's a bit like your Spanish paella. It is a wonderful rice dish. Would you suggest I try something special? I try something special. Can you advise? Would you recommend me to try? Can you tell me about a wedding and what it's like in your country? Are you currently learning? What are you learning right now? When are you learning now? When will you come to Turkey? When will you come to Turkey? When will you come to Turkey? Bilingual. What would it be? If you can have another pet. Detailed. If I could find $1 million, I would buy new shoes. I think if I found $1 million, I'd buy new shoes. If I find $1 million, I have to buy new shoes. I would buy new shoes. Please inform me. Let me know. Please help. Why did you buy it? I didn't make a growth plan. I am aware of this issue. I was aware of this problem. I will be aware of this issue. Sentences. At the same time. Definite. Things. Formations. Could you please also check by yourself? At the end of the event. At the end of the event. It all happened at the same time and turned off in 2 minutes. Definitely. Did you drink coffee in Turkey? Have you ever had coffee in Turkey? One of my favorite subjects. Contestant. Orphan. Low. Another. Technology excellence. Unified. We don't have a finished ticket. We continue with all tickets. The current sprint completion rate is 90%. I have to leave early today. Vagabond. Another. Technology excellence. Unified. Thanks for your usual support. I'm not very good. I had to go to school. I have to go to school. May I ask who's calling? What time do you close? I will come home too. Observable. At least. Thought. What assets will be part of the shadow release? No response from our. I am a little sick. I'm coming to the reception. We're meeting this morning. I'm lost. I hope you don't get lost again. Did you like the museum? How was your morning? As you know, I've finished the job. You look great as always. Keep writing. I'll be back sometime. Was my hiding place. Do you make him laugh? Is he laughing? I shouldn't have brought a baby like that into your life. You still wouldn't tell me. Do you have anyone? I think of him all the time. What happened to your husband? My friends have been living in this house for years. You look tired. Recipe. When did you come? Is the job done? What time did you come? I didn't want to scare you. I didn't know I could lie like that. Keep writing. Maybe I will write sometime. Is there a problem? Why are you with this man? You shouldn't look back. Do you really think we will believe it? Susanna didn't say anything to you. Why did you just say to me? Did you just say to me? Let me know when you need something. I will not disappoint you. When will you come home? I was in secretarial faculty. I graduated 6 months ago. When did you graduate from university? Where did you graduate from university? He didn't see me like this. He shouldn't see me like this. Did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong? This is great. Dad, can we play a game please? Hector came home late last night. To continue. I see trouble ahead. Shall we go try on some sleeping bags? This is more expensive. My book is bigger than your book. 1 minute. I will go and check. With her mother in Los Angeles. Are you ready to order? Don't you have any job? I miss you when you are not here. Did you sleep well? Don't you have a job to do? Do you have work to do? Certainly. Where can we meet? Here you are. How would you like to pay? How would you like to cook? Did you take anything from the minibar last night? Could I have the bill, please? I'm checking out. Do we have a ticket? Will we have a ticket? Can we have the account, please? We are in Britannia, remember. But please tell me before you go. I need some time to think about it. I'm not sure, Mike. What do you say to Allie? And can I have an espresso, please? What would you like? My grade is the best of all time as a kid. I think we should start this business because this business has a deadline. I have to think while you're here. I can't work while you're talking. Chase. Pursuit of happiness. Let me think about it. Our team will be in the office. Please set up a meeting. What is the end of the topic? I scratched the arm when my arm hit the wall. How long will you stay? Where will you stay? How did you think? What are you thinking? My father will call me. Dad, give me a phone. My father gave me the phone. Tony. I created a ticket for the JIRA Scrum board clearance. But I don't know when they will reply. Can you start our current sprint? Comprehensively. Special. Many opportunities. Some work has been done. I'll try to ping it. I went when I was in school. Part of your duties. Tommy was aware of the situation. I could swim. Maybe one day. This is a photo of Victor. That photo belongs to Victor. Item of the list. My mission. I can be happy. Your mind, your decision. Your decision. See 8 audio pictures. What are words and sounds? Which part of the symbol tells you that a sound is long? Look at some common adjectives to describe foods. What kind of food do we use them often with? I eat. I eat every day. I wake up early every morning. I see people who are your family. Intent. To organize. Truths. Suggestion. Where is the center of the world? Which meat do you like? I was a little sick last night. I will go. Can he be happy? You are good, actually you are better than me. In its place. Nobody had their own computer in those days. We used our own cars. I am eating. I am going to school. I'm talking. They are going to school. You enter school. We are going to school. I think I'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. I accept your offer. I'll be working on this ticket when you start. I was studying when you came home. I'll be studying when you come. I have a problem for the first time in my life. They live in the house in my building. You can make a cake for your family. I think my salary is about $1,000. My approximate salary is 1,000 lira. I have never seen Istanbul before. I have never seen Istanbul. I will see your friends. Do you have sunglasses? I've been studying for 2 hours. I'll finish the exercise when John gets home. Fill in the blanks with a word or phrase from the list. Cake. Cookie. I did some work last weekend. I will kill you when I see you. We have an important meeting at 9:30. Can we end this meeting early? What is your dream? I prefer your food. Do you have a dream? Who has a dream? Do you think what it is? Why? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Do you have sugar? How many bottles do you have? How many brothers and sisters does Robinson have? Guard. We wrote the code together with John. Is there any food or drink you really miss when you're away from home? Surveys. Please don't joke with me. If you need a meeting, we can arrange a meeting. I have to go home. I have to go home. I can go home. I could go home. I have to go home. I can go home. I would go home. I can go home. Breaking point. Read the article once. Do you or your partner do any of the things in this article when the article suggests? Low fat. Adjective. Avalanche. Tinned. Shrimps. Ready. Partnership. I don't have butter. I need to help you. Why don't you come to us? Talk to a partner. When do you usually do it? I cannot reach this page. You? I cannot reach this address. Single. Snack. Pizza topping. Sandwich stuffing. Single. I don't know you. I don't know your friends. I don't know your child. I don't know your mother. I didn't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I won't want to go home. I don't want to buy this car. I don't want to buy a car. I don't want to buy the car. I have never eaten this. Cabbage. Raspberry. Raw pork. Tinned. Seems like. Very big. Client side. Addiction policy. Very rarely. I want to show them. Fun. It's fun. There is progress. Equal. Imitate. Do you agree? I have a choice. I love your new bro suit. It's hard not to know. But I know it's a process. I don't know many things. Thanks for your support and help, John. Shaved. Metaphor. I took note. Let me work on it. It is progressing well. Shave. Which teams should be involved in such a solution? Recommend. I went to the hospital yesterday. I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. Traveling is not comfortable. Why did you want to travel? Why do you want to travel? Do you want to travel? How many people are here? I got up at 7 in the morning, had dinner and took the bus to school. I am a middle school senior. My favorite subject is math and biology. Did you walk? What did you walk? Who did you walk to? Where did you walk? When did you walk? Why did you walk? How did you walk? How did you study? My father left home before I came. I can leave you if you want. I live in Istanbul. I live in Santa Fe. What did you do this for? When did he leave? Where do they live? What color do you want? Who opened the door? Who did you see? This is good for me. This is good for me. Before I started, I studied drawing. Painting work. Hand of the door. Handle of the door. Caressing. Whose keys are these? Whose turn is it? Why am I not helping you? How does this work? How was your exam? How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? How much will it take? How many cars are there? How old are you? Why can't I see it? What? I cannot hear you. What have you done? Would you please try these slippers? Could you please try these slippers? Can you try these slippers? Can you try these slippers? I will see a man who is your friend. Broken, attractive, social, patient, ambitious. We told you. Please guide me. Is this how you always answer the phone? I'm looking forward to it. And nowadays almost everyone has a computer. Take into account, they lived happily ever after. And so the prince saw that it was really Cinderella's slippers. Who are the men mentioned in the message below? What are the details on this ticket? I went to a modeling agency. Accident. These tickets are too many. Technology excellence. Roadmap. Except for the vertical main banner, all other banner types are ready to use. What will you do tomorrow? I will teach you English with Mr. Tandy. I come to school before 8 a.m. I ate it before I came home. I'm happy to be here. I had an accident last night. How can we position it in production? What are our procedures? My car is yellow. My car is yellow. This necklace is worthless. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. My father asked me for some wood. It's very cold here in winter. It's very cold here in winter. What will you do this summer? Where will we get the result? Who can support us? Are the summers hot where you live? These people are in the park. Are the summers hot where you live? Are the summers hot where you live? My son came home last night. My son came home yesterday. Investigation of ABC integration for configuration. Disappoint. Point out. To indicate. Stand for. Represent. It cannot be done this way. We'll finish the rest of the work today. The rest of the job. Better today. Regret. Better today. We didn't finish any tickets. We couldn't finish any tickets. Is it open? All of 2022. Scissors. John, do you have scissors? Where is the scissors? Can you give me the scissors? Can you use scissors? I need scissors. The scissors are not here. John, will you give me the scissors? Scissors. John, do you have scissors? John bought the above items from the store. Text. It wasn't as fateful as it was. My wife went to her mother for 2 days. Environmental pollution. Carefully. Nature. Swear. Where we were. Good job. Such things. Things. I have no other opinion. I have no opposing view. Directly. Wound. Art. Destiny. Radiate. Interpret. Inside. Do you have it? Can you tell me why it's so late? I don't know how to say this. Today is the year of death of the founder of our country. To care about. Affected. Prejudice. Self. Very little. I was scared. Understanding. In conclusion. I play with my friend at school. These days. I can't see any lessons in today's English. Can you lift the books off the floor? It has 2 notebooks on it. There are 2 pens on the table. Computer on the table. There is a trash can under the table. Where is my phone? Will you go to school today? There were children in the opposite building. Son, shall we go to the park? My mother will come to us. Why did you go? Where will you be at 6 o'clock? How long will he stay in Japan? What kind of music do you like? What did you use? Can I borrow your pen? Can you lend me your pen? We didn't know which user was coming. We don't know which user came. Go on, please. Our ABC meeting continues. We may be late for the retro meeting. Walking around. To wander. When I miss the bus, I let my sister know and my sister drops me off at school. My other sister, Nicole, works as a branch manager at a large bank. My name is Tom. I was born in New York. Now I live in Germany. Expiration date. Intent. Last year we used ABC. We used ABC in the previous team last year. I will do whatever you want me to do. Well, would you like the job? We should probably go. Let me know. This is a book. My lamp is broken. What day is it today? We will continue to create more documents. Mary has some questions for you. Everybody knows this. Everything will be very nice. Tell me if I'm wrong. Are you trying to say what your criteria are? Do you want to ask a question before we start? Want a question before we start? Different variations. Almost 6. Likes to travel. I just want them to like you. Can you look at this? Not all come. We can try to. We can try to. 7:30. Eat before everyone is served. Give your place in public transport. Also avoid kicking the backrest of the seat in front of you or using it to help you stand up. Recline your seat on airplanes. Suitable. Is it acceptable to ask for money as a wedding gift? What should you do if you meet the Queen? The handbook is asked more than 10,000 questions per year. Custom. One of my friends is named Tony. Tony loves taking selfies and always shares them on Instagram. I always drink it when it comes to my house. I have a coffee when I get home. And we tried everything and nothing worked. I really wanted a baby. Here is my ex-husband. When I can't get pregnant, I was with Tom. Do you travel a lot? Can I get you? What are you working on? I have a lot of work to do. Fist. I go to school by car. Today's review. What kind of special place? What kind of special? Well, you learn from your mistake. But I still feel sad. Small town is great. I know. I don't have friends with this behavior. Stay here with us in the small town. Format. Rude. Unsuitable. Rudeness. I am not bothered. Accompany. Tree branch. Time interval. Tony played guitar last year. Write longer, please. Write about the definition of mindful eating. Write a little longer, please. Write me a book outline on the best guide to mindful eating. Write 5 book titles on health and wellness. Give me the best book niches. Everyone dreams of death. I am creative. Are you firing me? I'm not firing you. I'm sending you home. I want you to go home. Hey Susanna, come downstairs. Hey Susanna, come talk to me. If something like this happens again, call me, okay? I think it's best to come home with us. Why did not you call me? Frankly, I don't know. Get out of here. You should be fired. To practice. To exercise. Cancel. To cancel. To discover. Give up. Surrender. Disappoint. To practice. A sandwich would be great. Traceability. Adjustability. What can I give you? I'm here because I'm hungry and tired. What are you selling today? It's too much work. I don't want a big house. I didn't want a big house. It's a big place. I fix all the windows in the Parker's house. This ticket is part of my job. We want 4 tickets, please. How many do you want? How did you miss the deadline? It's not like you. Is this a block for Sun's vendor banner rollout? Out of reach. Sustainable. Didn't have time for lunch. There was no time. I didn't have time for lunch. I did not have time. Are we going to launch the sun? I had a really busy day today. Drink some more wine. It was delicious. What is the main dish? I can't wait. Why don't you sit? Matt, boil some water. You have to account for every bullet. Change status. Tony, reply now. He is next to you. Let me go. Let me see yours. Tommy thinks with his brain and John thinks with his heart. They have very good manners. I am manager. Teacher assistant. Respect. Sensitive. Sympathetic. Organized. You have no money. January is the first month of the year. Work together. Support. I have 2 sons and my eldest son's name is Tommy. This car is his. I made these tickets and also started a new assignment with John. What letter is this? I have to. Negative. Situation. Can you tell me all about it? Take out a piece of paper. Mostly. Let me see yours. Let me think. You are inside Isabel's house. I'm between Isabel and Oscar. I'm between Isabel and Oscar. Joe is with me. You are in front of me. I'm behind you. Who do you love most in your family? This is his book. This is his book. Whose is the red pen? Can you contact me? Can you reach this address? When is your birthday? Do you have any? Do you have the money? As a customer, I see relevant products and offers, so I prefer to shop here. Buying a mix of my groceries. Teresa is sleeping in her bedroom. It has no nickel. No, it doesn't have. He has $24. How much is this? Not applicable. We also ask the teacher a lot of questions. The post office is on the left side of the street. Don't come late to class. What's wrong with Sam? Do we have all weekend support? Reconcile. Do you need a license to drive a car? What time was it 15 minutes ago? I'm weaker than John. I'm taller than John. He's listening. What is he doing? Do you have $22? Do you have a penny in it? How much money does he have? He has $2. Take 2 pills a day. I hit my leg. My ankle really hurts. He has no fever. How are you feeling? I am the oldest. I have more grapes than Sam. There are a lot of grapes. There are few grapes. This orange is smaller than other oranges. John sent a message to other team members yesterday. But no answer yet. What do you recommend? Do you have any advice? Actual number of heads per rating. Broken. To influence. I don't know. How do I say it in English? I don't know. How do I tell? How do you peel this off? Fill out this form. To follow. Was Mr. Tandy a teacher last week? Were you sick yesterday? Unnecessary. Hiring, leaving, flight risk update. Do we have deep link URLs? What is this URL? To separate. Ministers meeting. Common rituals. Hi John, who can help us with John's request? How can I say? I don't know. How can I say this in English? You said, do you want to go shopping for clothes? Shoppings means buying something from a store. Do you want to go shopping? What would you like to do? Peanut butter. Sorry to interrupt your vacation. Fresh tuna. Frozen. Low-fat yogurt. Because I haven't played enough. Must be completed only if an individual is nominated for the promotion. Could you take a look? A few days ago. Somebody else. Separately. Humble. Modestly. Aforementioned. Deposit. To say. I told. What did you say? Do you have any food allergies or intolerances? How long have you had the problem? Have you ever had a ready meal? Do you ever eat takeaways? Have you ever eaten very hot food? Give examples. What is your favorite sandwich filling? Boiled green beans, beetroot tuna, raw beets. Will you join the party? Do you have a big family? Who do you live with? How often do you go to your mother? How often do you eat apples? When will you go home? Most coffee drinkers make a cup as soon as they wake up. As soon as possible. 21st century. Extraordinary Isabel. With the help of John and his teams, we made the first launch this week. Talent, ability, spoil, take care of, fill out the Performance Excel. Fill in for Performance Excel. Performance Excel is filled. I'm filling out Performance Excel. Will you join the party? Sam with Isabel. What is the effect? Why are you using it? If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. I'm going to school for my brother's books. Me and my brother are going to school. Me and my brother are going to school. Sometimes I don't have lunch. When do I clean my room? Shall I clean the room? Can I get all the answers on the left-hand side? Can you repeat the last sentence, please? What day is it today? The glass is on the table. Where is the glass? The glass is on the table. Teresa in the chair. Who is in the chair? Let's make our own personal opening. 7:15. It is 7:15. It's 1:45. He is a hard-working person. He is a very reliable person. Are you sure about these data? I'm getting a lot of data from the address service. Because I am busy with my job. One of the warriors. The Tommy family, one of Argentina's wealthiest families. Be my guest. How do you say this thing? Do you have any food? There was no printing. I've never had a job interview at Company X before. Let's make our own personal opening. Themselves. I would love to see your photos again. Hector will stay with us, right Hector? Keep it a secret. My father will come to my school for me. My father will come to my school for me. My father will come to school for me. The Tommy family is one of the wealthiest families in Argentina. What kind of music do you like? Do you want to play football with me? Because I'm not hungry. Do you eat apple? Do you like football? Do you want to play football? Do you want to play computer games? Do you want coffee? I would love to see your photos again. I want one of these. Driving when tired. It was raining when I went out. It was raining when I went out. When will we go? What kind of toys do you have? What kind of toys? Some kind of toy. What kind of computer games do you like? What kind of toys do you like? That man is too tall. He has a green shirt. The cat is very fast. Car red. I saw a man. The man was very tall. He had a green shirt. The cat was very fast. He is as fast as you. He is not as fast as you. He is as fat as you. I'm also working yesterday. I will have this. Applicant. What is unconscious bias? I didn't see any problem. Actually, what John was talking about is over. We are very successful in this business. Candidate to promote. What is the price? Car looks good. Can I tell you something? Girls must love you. She is wearing black shoes. Be aware of your body language. Be aware of possible biases. From one candidate to another. Get to know the candidate more deeply and discuss their motivations and review social skills and value alignment. Evaluate the technology. Grading chart. He can't finish this ticket. I have a question about your talk bet. Help everyone be clear about their sprint goals. What has been accomplished? And what needs to happen next? Are you leaving school? When are you leaving school? When are you leaving school? What time do you come to school in the morning? How much money does he have? But first you need to get a driver's license. When I have money, I will buy a car. 2 blocks away. People eat at restaurant. Please stay here with me. You stay here with me. There is a problem with what you are talking about. I didn't see any effect when working with it. I did not see any contribution. I have been working with him for the last 2 months. Extrovert. Generous. Chatty. Fun. Anxious. Social. Responsible. Logical. Competitive. Unfriendly. Insecure. Impatient. Immature. I felt rejected. 10-2. What is he looking at? If you want to drive, yes, you must have a driver's license. Do you have to learn English? Best for your new role. When I talked to their previous manager, they said the same thing. When I spoke to their previous manager, they said the same thing. Sam has fewer grapes than Isabel and Teresa. This white phone is bigger than the blue phone. Tommy has more grapes than Tony. I'm taller than Tommy. I am confused. Empathy. It's very useless. Useless. Without any additives. What month is after June? What day will be tomorrow? I have an appointment with the doctor for tomorrow. Where do you go when you are sick? Where do you go when you are sick? I have many grapes. I have a lot. Isabel has the most grapes. Sam has the least grapes. Teresa has more grapes than Sam. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. I don't touch my nose with my elbow. I can't touch my nose with my elbow. How do you say this? On the corner of Maple Street. Left the house. You should have a physical exam once a year. Should we take? What jobs should we take? What day was yesterday? But you need a social security number. We have to account for it. A politician should always be able to account for the money he receives. What did you buy? Ambitious. Attractive. Vaccine. Lack of direction. Scholarship. My son Tommy took the scholarship exam. I can't touch my nose with my elbow. I was studying when you called. Was I studying when you called? Geo-targeting. Sorry, I'm trying to clear my head. Taken into account. That's why we need. I'm trying to be fair. I have a concern. It breaks the harmony of the team. I'm trying to be fair. I don't think it helps anyone. Can you give us advice? Can you give us advice? Who helps us? What are you doing here? I want to see you. I want to see you. Why did you tell me it's just a stressful time? Never give up. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm 8. Fixed some issues with unit testing and coding issue that has existed for 1 year. I think John deserves a promotion. I can run. If you want, we can start. Something happened tonight. We have to go. You shouldn't look back. What I did. We have everything. Unfortunately, he is not the most confident cook in the world. What the hell are you doing under the table? Please call me back as soon as possible. How long do you think this will take? How long do you think? How long do you think this will take? What should I do now? What should I do? I wrote the article. Do we need some people? Do you know people who do this? Do you ever? Does this bother you or do you think it's okay? Meanwhile, we'll start next Monday with the current dev. Participant. Suffering. Have to have. Part of it. Outside the campaign. Aware of this. British cuisine. How long have you been married? Swipe all your other photos while showing only one. Remaining tickets. Okay, then I don't do anything. I filled out all the forms. Now what is this road sign? Stop your car. Can I buy you something? I can tour it. Ease. Alright, we have to go. I do not want to go. Did you forget? Why are you wearing short jogging? Why do you think that? I do not think so. Do not think like that. Does this make sense? Until tomorrow. Until tomorrow. I've been named Salesperson of the Month 3 times and won top sales awards several times. Do I have to work? Let's talk about the past. Humble. Do we need to do anything? Same kind of. You don't go to a place like this. I have to go to work. See you tonight. I'll buy you something on the way home. Do you have a fever? I continue to sneeze. Look at this. This was a great idea. I was going to school. Passive voice. English is spoken all over the world. English was spoken all over the world. English will be spoken all over the world. Can I get your help? Can I get your help? I was going to school. We have no finished tickets. We are aware of this. We have no finished tickets. We are aware of this. Cut date. How to teach English as a first language. I don't like to work. I don't like apples. As you remember. Here you are. How do you spell it? She left me. I am really sad. Can I borrow your umbrella? This dress is affordable. This dress is cheap. This dress is cheap. This dress is expensive. I have not been to Europe. Prepositional verb. What are you doing here? Can you tell me when this happened? Go on, please. Keep doing. How is it going? How old are you? Can you tell me to continue? How's it going? Do you want a drink? Once a day. I do not know how to tell. I don't know what you are saying. How do you say that? What is your problem? Do you like going to the museum? When do you like to go to the museum? Which museum do you like to go to? I like to go to museum. What would you like to do? How long will it stay? How can I go there? May I assist you? May I help you? Because my department is English. Actually, I'm in prep class right now. Sounds so complicated. Tell me about it. Especially beef. I don't like meat very much. I get up early in the morning and have my breakfast too. Today I got up early and had my breakfast too. What do you know about Turkey? You should go for it. David learns to drive tomorrow. On vacation in the Netherlands. He is on a vacation. Let's continue. Let's start. To complain. What is your favorite food? What is your blood type? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? What sports can you do? I had to leave because you were late. I was late because I missed the bus. You shouldn't go against your mother. I'm mad at you, so I won't come to you. I worked after school. I worked for a long time after school. What is the character limit for this field? I love you. That's why I came to your house. Then. And we're wondering what the character limit is for this field. Are there any character restrictions in this field? Thanks in advance. As you look. As you see. As the finish. As soon as possible. They have a guide. How many languages can you speak? How many countries have you visited? How many apples did you eat yesterday? How many apples did you eat on the way to school? How many chairs do you need? How many languages did you speak last year? Where are we meeting? What is new? Can I leave the room, please? What kind of music do you like? Are you ready? Are you okay? What's the problem? What do you recommend? What would you like? What would you like to do? Do you like fishing? How do you make a living? Inconsistency. What would you like to drink? How much money do you have? Do you like basketball? Since when do you like basketball? Since when do you like basketball? Where is the nearest bus stop? When will we meet? Why are we meeting? I noted. However you like. Should we reduce? Come again, Tommy. Do we need MVP? Loyalty. Programmed. I support you as your teacher. Yesterday I ate a duck with a very good and delicious taste. How long will you stay at my house? How much will it take? Car in front of me. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? Do you know what I said? Do you know what I mean? Because I want to speak English with my sons. I will speak English with my children. I am sad. The doorbell rings. John Good Young. His spirit is good. His heart is good. However, he always wants to help people. He has no money. He has to go to school every day, but he is not happy about it. The next part of this journey went much faster. Guess. Let me check. Let's check. As we talked. Approximately. Solution. It may rain tomorrow. I was talking to Tommy one day. It's been a while. She started crying. I said, stop, son, don't cry. How many apples did you buy from the market? How many apples will you buy from the market? How many apples do you buy from the market? How are you going to work? Have you ever been to France? How to lose now? Can you lose now? Can he lose? Piece of paper. John's ticket complexity is greater and always more complex than other teams' member tickets. We didn't have any audit logs at Company X. Then buy a ticket to our team and apply it with John. He is very young and very new to our industry. But he is open to learning. Something very new in this industry. John has great potential. Maybe you should meet John. Maybe you'll meet John. John always picks up and completes the hardest and most complex jobs. Actually, I want to say good things about Tommy, but not good things. Thanks in advance. Actually, John is a full-stack developer. But during the time we worked, it mostly did the front-end work. Mary is our QA team. How do you spell your name? Can you spell your name? When can you spell your name? The relationship between my father and me is complicated. Do you think I'm beautiful? It seems you left me no choice. Now you can take off your helmet. Helmet. Can I come? Rewrite and expand the text below for John. My bag was stolen. Are you planning to stand here all night? What is your plan? They closed the station. May I ask why you're standing outside? I will not help. Can I use this ticket at another station? What a coincidence. How's the coffee here? We don't like your prices. I see him often. I see John often. Have you ever seen a kangaroo? The train leaves at 7 o'clock. I think I have a problem speaking English. That's why I chose not to attend this meeting. Do you want to talk to me now? Now do you want to talk to me about my sons? Now do you want to talk to me about my sons? Do you want to talk to me now? Can you talk to me right now? I talk to my son every evening after school. I am currently an engineering manager, but 22 years ago I was a student. What kind of support do you give to our project? What kind of support can you give to our project? I think we should address this issue and have a meeting with the Ankara team for other tickets. My sons are good boys. Your books are in my car. I wanted to say, super kids Dennis love donkeys, donkey toys. I have 2 children, 2 boys. I love playing games and playing football with my sons. My eldest son's name is John. His other son's name is Tommy. I'm still a student, but I don't like being a student. John fell badly in the garden 2 days ago. John fell to the ground quickly in the garden 2 days ago. I eat a lot of apples. We couldn't find it in its place. We do not hear well. Deserved. What I did. What did I touch? Which hand is this? What did you have? Who has a laptop? Do you have a laptop in hand? Do you have it? What's in your hand? I could run fast back then. I could run. I have to learn everything from scratch. To continue. Call the police. I have nothing to lose. Well known. Well noted. Do you have an apple? What's in your hand? I didn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. We couldn't do that. We did not learn. I can speak for education. I can speak for the adjustment of the training. There is nothing we can do for that girl. Sort out. Clue. Broken. Buyer. We need a lawyer, someone to help him. It's like you'll have learned in 2 months. Stabbed. Finger. Pocket knife. I came back for you but you were gone. So what are we doing now? We need to go somewhere. Nobody knows anything. Let's go inside. You were a good person. I know that. They need some platform training. See you tomorrow. I think we need to find some solutions. Let's examine a few solutions. I was thinking about this summer. What kind of apple are you looking for? What are you looking for? Are you looking for apples? Jim, I'm here for you to believe. You know that. I don't judge you. I'll just take some time and take it back. Sorry guys. I am confused as this experience is the first time for me. I feel like I've lost my balance. May I help you? See you tomorrow. John deserves a promotion. That's all the conditions. This may be an error. He will come back to you. You have to defend yourself. Take me too. Just trust me. You look a little uncomfortable. We were just sitting and getting ready to eat. Please don't be in a hurry. I hope I helped. By the way, I'm Nick. I don't have friends in the city and I don't have a cell phone. In case you don't have friends in town. Unnecessary. Inner face. I don't need your pity. I don't need your pity. It's okay. I'll find something. He walks to school every day. They play basketball on the weekends. He studies for his exams in the evenings. I go to the gym twice a week. You have breakfast every morning. The dog barks at the postman. He reads a book before going to bed. They watch TV after dinner. He works as a doctor. She does ballet on Wednesday evenings. They cook for their families every night. I drink coffee in the morning. You listen to music on the way to work. The cat sleeps in the sun. He writes poetry in his spare time. They drive to work together. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. Are you kidding me? You can ignore me. Is that how you pronounce it? Good to see you again. What a coincidence. What do we get? I guess I didn't have much time because I was busy. I want to sleep with you. What it looks like. Adoption. Variable. I don't know where you will be. Dinner time. Nothing, just look. What's in that look? You tricked me. He plays the guitar every day. I sleep 8 hours a night. You speak Spanish fluently. The bird sings in the morning. Constant. We continue to check. When do you have lunch? What time is it now? Did he give any indication of where he was going? She doesn't know that she is. Okay, everything. Your mother asked me to take care of you. Your mother asked me to take care of you. When will you arrive home? When do you leave school? What time do you leave school? I leave school at 5. School ends a quarter after 3. School ends at 3. I would never, ever do this. I didn't say anything to that man. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. Okay then. How is your shoulder? Hey, nice, wake up. How are you feeling? Talk. I want you to go. I am sad. I totally blew it up. I told you all my secrets. All my secrets. All my secrets. Confusion matrix. Opposite. You don't have to say that. I'm a little confused. Doesn't look like he's having fun. Please, just let me explain. What is your plan? She is your daughter and she loves you. I think I'm suffocating him. I can't understand what's going on inside his head. You must miss him so much. I have plans and goals. I will not hurt you. I just wanted to see if the world would really change. No problem. Do you want to say something? Maybe Tommy or John would like to say something. What do you think about which person to start with? So what is the focus of this meeting? Oh please, get out of here. Trust me, I'm not worth it. I understand. What is your heart telling you? I do not know what to say. I am no longer happy. I'm just not happy anymore. Angela is a mature, intelligent and understanding woman. We are rent. They answer. Can you be responsible? Will you ride a bunny? Can it rain? You and I should talk about what's going to happen. You and I should talk about what's going to happen. What will happen? I hope you get well soon. I have not heard your words. Do you want me to stay? Do you want me to check your answer? Do you want me to check your answers? But you also need to help us. Thank you for your interest. I am silent. You are responsible. He is riding a rabbit. That rain. You remember what happened. Overlap. To solve. That means. Don't miss out. Temporary. A lot. Unnecessary. Important. Sold out. Casual approach. Macy. Encountered. Cruising. Forward. Fake. Trustworthy. Complaint. Flawless. Related. Firstly. Basically. Obligation. Other hands. In fact, this ticket was not supposed to be a sprint goal. I guess I didn't have time for you because I was busy last week. Do you think I'm cute? What about me? Who do you think is the prettiest girl in our class? I told you everything about me. I told you all my secret. I don't care. I arrive home at 3. Available. Scalable. Do I know you? Come straight home after school today. Tommy, you need to eat something. You look awful. I'm sure you understand. I'm sorry you didn't win. Mom, I messed up. This would be perfect for you. This is fascinating. When are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? My mother was a great cook. We need to talk. Who do you think you are? I was confused. I was sorry. Do not tell me. I was sorry. Someone else will die in 13 minutes, unless I find him first. I just need to believe in me. The campaign highlighted in red was John's test campaigns. It's the blue we run for Unilever. This is a huge query. Great query. But there will always be the next time. I'm so sorry, I don't feel like a friend tonight. Sorry for not going out with your friends. I've never seen this phone before. It could be poison. It could be poison. It could be poison. It can be poison. You know what's going on. I have no idea. What time of day is it? Actually, I work with John too. Actually, I was working with John too. I actually worked with John as well. I was trying. Disclaimer. What about your mother? He died when I was 8 years old. So look, you live alone. We have a lot of tickets for what's going to be released in the next sprint. This week is the second week of the sprint. Make sure. I look forward to hearing from you soon. To lend, borrow, waste, increase. To earn money. I can't afford. Opinion. Maybe we should do this. You are not reliable. This is your sense of humor. I'm sorry, I have to leave. Pessimistic in my life. Proactive. Stubborn, seamless, hard-working, emotional. Don't let your greed weaken the foundations. On Mark's team. Where can I get this? As a team, we focused on testing the feature in production rather than fixing staging. Hi John. Omar asked me the following question. What answer to him? Yes, what about the rest of the countries? Let me get the story of why other countries don't learn, and I'll get back to you. You should check the health of your family. Politicians are in control of the behavior of all people. My car broke down this morning. After the accident, my father's car broke down. I can't remember. Once in a month. Eliminate dependency on one person for specific tasks. Relevant regional. Did you ask all of us? Value. Bought. Bargain. Time has expired. Where do they live? Have. I was young once. I'm just taking a walk. Do you mind if I join you? I'm asking my girlfriend out. I'm asking the prettiest girl in my class out. You will be in control of your life. John will check more this week. If you do not receive a response within this time, do you cancel the request and continue with your flow? Did we expect something else? Sorry, I have to leave. I have to skip the other meeting, thanks. I want you to stay here. Aforementioned. Be right back. I found out why. I found a reason for me. I learned. I found a reason for me. I don't care if you're 35, 18 years old. To ground you. What are you doing? You're out of control. Ma'am, you just turned 18. By the time you get here, I will have finished my exam. How have you been? I have a doctor's appointment. I'm leaving early today. Inconsistency. Necessary. Obligation. Forever. Forbidden. Should do. Tony will attend this meeting a little bit. I have a doctor's appointment. I'm leaving early today. Please contact me or my team with your question. Please contact me or the team if you have any questions. If you have any questions, you can reach me or the team. Get ready for the party. Please give me time, let me see. Please give me time, let me check. Let me see. Get some rest. Why don't we have lunch today? I don't expect anything from you. Who took your hat? How to say hello in English? What does car mean in English? There are many words that I don't understand. Small shops. We await your response. What are you talking about? We think, maybe we will do nothing. He couldn't have seen you. I don't know if it will come. Significant. I think too. Meet with appreciation. Is aware of this. On the other hand, we started, we hope to finish in 1 month. After that, later, they listened to the radio. I have been waiting for you in the garden of the school since morning. Change location by clicking the map. You cannot be doing this. You cannot do this. Which day? What does this mean? How many sisters and how many brothers do you have? What is your purpose? This problem is difficult to solve. We have guests in the gym. We have guests in the gym. I'll go tomorrow. Why didn't you come with me? Why will you come with me? I asked him to start as soon as possible. Are you at home today? You go to school, I go to school. Like other teams. For example, how old is your grandfather? When are you coming? You have internet problem on your side. My goal is to work hard. His goal is to become a doctor. His goal is to become a doctor. Firstly. First of all. Finally. I asked him to start right away. Actionable. Likes action. Energetic. They were standing listening to the radio. They were listening to the radio and getting up. They were listening to the radio. I smell poop. Except that one. Aware of the situation. Worst case scenario. We don't have a lot of code coverage. Sorted by priority. I have to skip to another meeting. Sorry for being late. I know this. I directed him to you. I have to pick up my sons from the school bus. Looking forward. Beneficiary. For our team. If it is possible. Good to go. Pull back. I will be looking at him. Do we record these sessions normally? Do you have any concerns? Enriching. We find this problem. We found out about this problem. We learned about this problem. Should I go to school tomorrow? When will you do it? Where will you do it? What will you do tomorrow? I will talk to you later. There. Maybe another time. Where will I find it? I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. If you come to school, we'll have dinner together. I know the boy next to your brother. I know the boy next to his sister. I love you. I see you. I see your sister. This is blue. I listen to all the topics because I want to understand them all. If you want, let's end this meeting. If you want, I will go to school. The team have to leave for another meeting. Thanks for everything. You saw my face. Do you want to see monsters? Intensive care. Precision. Autonomy. Social inclusion. Justice. I have been working in the software industry for 20 years. You don't know my talent. I will go to school. You will go to school. Backward compatibility. Were you angry? I went to the bridge yesterday. I did not understand this issue. I never understood this subject. You were a nurse. Were you a nurse? I want you. I want ice cream. I want to eat ice cream. I've never been before. I've never seen him before. Can you give it to us? Consuming. Let's continue. I rarely change my style. No one is coming. John, are you here? I joined. To pretend. I have to skip the next meeting. See you. I haven't had lunch yet. The distance between Tony's house and school is 11 meters. Compulsory. Forest. Air pollution. Being shocked. Stairs. Conflict. Duty. Snore. Worst. Habit. Sweat. Towel. Armchair. Offer. Make your husband pay. Valuable. I eat apples while my father sleeps. I eat an apple after my father sleeps. I ate an apple after my father slept. I eat an apple while watching TV. I ate an apple while watching TV. Should I buy a car? I think you should buy a car. I think you should buy a car. Simon, we're going in the wrong direction. Let's go back. Please, John. They think I'm out for lunch. These three. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. It's 7:45. It's 8:15. Term. Generally. Will join another. Stereotypes. Forbidden. Annoying. Can we have lunch together one day? Have you ever done bungee jumping? Have you ever been to Atlanta? To be careful. Pan. To throw. Burn. Get bored. Happy. Opposition. Retired. To nudge. Fail to collect. To reach. Harmless. Almost. Closely. Are you at home today? Will you go to the school? We went to school. We will go to school. They came to class. They went to the party. Beach. Steering wheel. My children are getting a good education. My close plans. Behind you. To change. Infrastructure. Installment. Let's finish the meeting if you want. Up to you. Whatever you like. Not even near. Have you seen Clark? When I was young. My teacher was Iranian. Can we talk after you and I make plans? I do not know what to say. Offer. Pricing. Enrichment. How was the weekend? This is our last lesson this week. Fruits contain seeds. He plays football. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Did he come with? Tell me what you want. I want to close my account. Got rich. Whose room is this? Why are you so angry with him? A driver was sleeping in the car. A driver was sleeping in the car. A mosquito just bit me. I want to see your sister. I like your brother. He is too young. What are you waiting for? I plan to study tonight. I'm soft. My brother sends his regards to you. I guess he is 40 years old. Time flies like an arrow. Whose bag is this? I have to go now. Are you new here? Tom wants to go to Japan. A page is missing. I have a date with him at 6. I will be available after 13. Misperception. Perception. Your perception is wrong. Because you don't know. Allowance. Spending. Cost. To shout. Most. Dependence. Subtract. Is the lesson of the week the last lesson? They. To them. How can we get permission for these apps? Who is helping us? Who is our friend? Do you know who John is? If you don't know the answers to these questions. Some kind of food. When will you add? What are you going to eat? What did you eat? What do you eat? What do you think about removing carbon in car technologies? What do you think about removing carbon? The customer stage of the purchasing journey. Convert. Loyalty. Advocacy. Whose is this room? Whose pen is this? Whose medal is this? Whose cologne is this? Whose watch is this? Whose friend is he? Whose friend is that girl? Our friends started to read the onboarding documents. There will be some questions. Tony, we'll be at your house in 5 days. Tony, shall we play hide and seek with you? John, shall we go to the canteen and have something to eat? I read a book after lunch. If you come to my house, we'll cook the dinner. Am I going to school? Will I go to school? He didn't say anything. He won't go to school. Digest. Let me see you. Are you okay? Otherwise. Temporary. I will not say anything to anyone. I don't want to say anything to anyone. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. Why do you think that? Why do you think? I know they don't love me. You make a difference. Does this make sense? We have created 10 questions in your ticketing system. We are waiting for your reply. You will be better. Fill it out for each person. Avoid big changes. Stepped. Let me explain. At least. Finally. I have been living in Ankara since 2020. Equal. Despite. Flexible. To make a decision. A little. Impression. Measurement. Should be able to discuss. By the way, I didn't understand why Tom came. Hi, does any team use K6.io to load test both gRPC and HTTP endpoints? If yes, did you encounter any problems with it? If yes, have you had any problems with it? Yes, that's it. By other name. Also known as. Hello friends. I looked at 2 different issues today. Most of my day was spent in meetings. I have a dentist appointment at 10 and will be back at 12. English sentences that can be used every day. Working with everyday English expressions to improve our English. I went to the hospital last Friday. I'll take an X-ray. I was going to the market. I had rehearsed the song before I went to the show. Do you have a car for people? How many cars do you have? Let me share the screen. Let me. Do you see? Maybe you should go home and clean up. Maybe you should go home and clean up. How much money do I have? I hope everything is okay. And I didn't kick this rock. Always belong to someone else. Was always there to help him. I want to tell. Thanks for warning me. A woman's non-spending year and how she survived. It's so good to hear. Sorry for making you cry. Should you buy these tickets? Remaining jobs. You should buy these tickets. Who exactly should I send this message to? Are you comfortable with that? If you think it will help, you can go now. I've never seen you eat a hamburger. Attention. You can't smoke here. It's not very festive. Let's continue. Yes, I wrote to Tony. What should these values be? You didn't tell us anything. You didn't tell us. What do you think about our company? What do you think of my company? What do you think of the street? What do you think about this problem? Inclusive. He's in trouble, isn't he? Just wait outside. Are you comfortable? What do you think? Well, nowadays there is a lot of investment in my country. When will you come to my office? Do you like taking pictures? Do you like to take photos? I love taking photos. I can learn by myself. Ahead. Keep it up, Tommy. You will never see me again. Why didn't you tell us anything? What's the problem? It's not important. Since when do you know? What's the problem? It's not important. Doesn't say much. Says a lot. Do you think it helps? I just got a call from my friend. I just want you to be careful, okay? I want you to be careful. I just want you to be careful. I just want you to be careful. All banks should have roles and solutions to this problem. Children should give money to their classmates. I have booked a vacation for the next month. I started a new book. I just made a mistake in testing. I just got a text from my sister. I just finished my homework. I bought a new car. I got promoted at work. I just had a great meal. Do you know? People come here to work with you, okay? We don't talk to each other like that. We didn't talk to each other like that. Mostly blocked. We don't talk to each other like that. I am trying to help you. I just watched a movie on Netflix. Sequence. Chronological. Untimely. I was leaving. How can you stay with him? I never got a chance to apologize. International. Are you okay? I am good. I finished. I give up. No, never give up, Neil. Come here at night and look at the lake. You can't remember how we met. Past. To present. Future. Time. Hour. Minute. Second. Before. Later. Soon. Meanwhile. 10 years. Century. Morning. Afternoon. Evening. Night. Early. Late. Lately. In a short time. Immediately. Slowly. Quickly. Quickly. Gradually. Finally. Finally. Continuously. Repeatedly. Regularly. December. Duration. A writer should write as he should breathe. I want to ask a lot of questions. Painful burning sensation in the chest. You were rude. It was the most important thing in the world to me. We were a family. Where is all your money? And the house seems full of us all. I was completely ready to leave. Now. Today. Yesterday. Tomorrow. How did you do this? Did you do it? Can you show me? How did you do this? Won't you be late for work? It was for me. I was playing football when you came. I saw the man who was your father. I was going to tell you. A writer should write as he should breathe. You understand that, right? Sorry to hear that. My mother passed away. Is your family still together? Sorry for the complete absence of flavor. And I was wondering if you said anything. He was just being so good. Did he say anything to you? Why, I will be angry. Am I blushing? As I understand it, who will clean this up? Someone in this room has committed a crime. Did you see her? Updates on team structure changes. Only important. It only matters if it matters to you. You want to do better, right? Wait, Tommy. Wait, Tommy. Good luck in French. I bet I can find a girlfriend online. He had never seen Ankara before. Do you want to buy? What would you like to buy? Try. Annie had a cold too. Also, Annie had a cold. Be my guest. Servant. Who will clean? As I understand it. You're welcome. I don't understand. We don't have much bandwidth. So basically, it will take one day. Decision result. Maybe one day job. You look divine. Do not know how. Maybe some cereal instead. What do I say? We need a script. This is a kind of apple. This is a kind of apple. Oh, I know what girls like. I should never believe you. Features can be scary. Which day? Are you in this class? You can hold my hand. The surgery seems successful. This makes sense to me. You have no idea. Working on. Sam, you remember what happened. Today I want to talk about obedience. You gotta tell me what's wrong. Both of us. We all. All together. What are all these? Can you sign something for me? Yes, I guess. Are you depressed? In life. What is your purpose? We don't want to be late. Missing staff. Sort. Other hand. Moreover. Struggle. Okay, you don't even need to talk. How do you say? Have a good weekend. How can you be sure? How can you be late? Resignation. Sincere. I was angry. I'm not afraid of you. Your mission is a bit silly. Your mission is nonsense. And as always, we will learn some new words as well. It seems common sense that fewer people will mean lower carbon emissions. It looks good. Controversial. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't even have to talk. You have to talk. Violence. We will be ready according to plan. We have to do. This object is a response contract as spoken. I do not have much time. I do not have time. As you remember. I don't understand. Other plans. Digest. Breach. Struggle. Can I ask a question too? Uncertainty. Uncertainty. We were pen pals. Here is your milk. Wants to stay here. I speak English well now. Shopping. Make an effort. Gaining weight. To win. I love you since 1980. We can build this house. We can build this house. We can make this a home. We can make this home. If we should. You need a lot of money, save more. Obviously, you need more processing. I think I have a fever. Unfortunately, we don't have much time. We do not have much time. I would like an apple. Do you want an apple? Fancy dress? Unfortunately. Never fear. Anna, your life is in danger. There is something I have to tell you. I love you. Hello everyone. I'm Tony from Turkey. Entrance. Check out. Discussion topics. Answer. If you want a lot of money, you can save money and you have to work. I know. Let me give you an example. Have you been to America before? If you want to continue, please continue. I could run faster than you 5 years ago. This will not be necessary. Necessary. You are a loyal friend. I think you have a plan. My aim is to go to school. Never fear. I have been working at school for 6 hours. I have been studying for 10 hours. I've been listening to music for 20 hours. I'm a student. I was a student. Worked at the school for 3 years. I worked at the school for 1 year. Fill it up, please. Fill it. Where are you working today? When do you work in the garden? What are you doing in the garden? Where do you work in the garden? What should I say? What will I say? My lottery ticket is lost. Leave here. Be good. Oh, how one. Why do not you work? Why do you work? When are you working? Who are you working with? Where do you work? How do you work? Which cinema? Why do you work in the cinema? Makes itself. What are you working on today? How many people are in front of you? Subtract. Debt. Credit. Earthquakes. Size. Epicenter. To hit. 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 Search and rescue teams. Death toll. Collapse. Rubble. Debris. Cave. Shake. Take matters into your own hands. Please choose me. Please don't be me. I wish I was rich. We will always be together. Consistency. Coral reefs. Coral reef. Aware. Be aware. Part of the meeting. Part of a meeting. Type of job functions. Could you please change the next page? We want to plan the next sprint for the countries that are rolling out. Do we need to do anything with my web address? Do we need to do anything for my web address? What should we do? We do not know about the operating system. I bought a book. They have. We have. Direction. Self-confident. Personal. What exactly is the cycle time? They don't care. Smooth. It could be. My mother left my father again and came home a little earlier than I expected. This came for you and I did this to you. Properly. Why don't I show you how to do this properly? Do we need to do anything? Do we need to do anything about my web address? We will send it to you after today. We will ship after today. I will check the doctor. Thank you. Also, please take a look. Also take a look. Please take a look too. Is there something we missed? Why are you so angry with me? Aware of the decision. Tonsils and adenoids. Are we waiting for anyone? Energize people. Build, grow. Develop competence. Strengthen teams. Aware. Property. Precision. Possession of alcohol in public. I don't think so because I'm king. You have to die. Perception. Missing. It is reliable. I've supported the cancer charity for 27 years. Yes, it will work Wednesday. Tonsil. Fascinating. Starved to death. Pleased. Frightened. Filthy. I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. We will send it to you after today. Hi Curtis, do you have any update regarding our issue? Plan. Watch. To join. Review. Let me give you an example. Does what he says he will do. Trustworthy. Determined. Indispensable. Productive. Hardworking. Rigorous. Thoughtful. From where? How? How much? How many? How often does it come to us? How often? What are you working on Sunday? Are you working on Sunday? I have a meeting every workday morning. I saw it at school. Can I go to school? This idea is very complex. This view is very complex. When do you finish your work? Tries to save money. Did we like this song? Do you like this song? I haven't tried sushi before. Do they need help? Where do you work on Sunday? I was studying when my father came home. You are amazing. Wonderful. You should get this. Will you come with us? I want to dance with you. I don't know this word. I don't know how to say. Should I go to school? Dependabot has not been used since 2022. Can you share your screen? It was not me. And I change the program duration weekly. Number of topics. I love it even though it's bad. Snowstorm. They were having dinner when we arrived. I had studied before you came home. We had 3 commissioning jobs. One of the teams. Encourage. Copy. Do you remember? Can you attend this meeting? Should you attend this meeting? John needs paid leave. Shadow release may be delayed by 1 month. How to better manage inter-team dependencies. Let me tag you in the chat about which topic they are talking about. Just a second. You are actually the same person as where you requested the meeting. They were talking about it on the phone. Good morning, children. I don't need it anymore. I have a cough for the past 3 weeks. I have a cough for 3 weeks. Buy it yourself. I am also good. It is very complicated. Let's say. On the other hand, I like you. On the other hand, anxiety. I understand your concern. Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. We respond to 3 products. The only source of truth. Much more crowded. Too crowded. To be honest. To solve. I won't be online tomorrow. However, our team member John will attend your meeting. Correctly. Confidently. How did you achieve this? It was taken from me. The past tense form also hurts. I came home at 11 o'clock last night. He talked to his manager. Which is which? Can I have a receipt? When did you go to school? Why did you go to school? Are you going to school? When are you going to school? Why are you going to school? What do you get? Where do you find it? Where are you getting it from? I am working now. Am I studying right now? I am available. I am not available. I came here to see John. We will try to do our best. I will do my best. Believe it or not, for a long time. Long time no see. How did you sleep? I'm here to see John. Further. Beetroot. I'm looking forward to it. I have been working from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the last 2 years. I was working from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Let me speak. Let me wait. To continue. He is so impatient. What happened to you? Please don't blame yourself. This is against the law. I will handle this. Let me help. Do me a favor. So far, so good. Important. Depends on the size of the problem. How many brands were affected? Please let's check. Outside. Specific point. What should I do? What am I going to do? Let's take a taxi. Is Vlad aware? But I didn't see the ing at the end of the verb. John, can you ask Mary? We are aware. Can I go to other meetings? As previously stated. John, what's your vendor ID you're talking about? Can I use this? Covering. Overlap. Is there anyone else? You will come on time. There's some anxiety. Above. A good cook. Grilled squid. Hot sausages. A jar of raspberry jam. Math class. Monitor cable. Cable of a monitor. Raw port. Will you check in early? What is your purpose? John was asleep when I got home. I will come. I came home at 8 p.m. I will come. How should I cook fresh tuna? Just grill for 4 minutes on each side. How should I cook fresh tuna? Listening and speaking. Read your food profile survey. Questionnaire. Cake cookies. Fruit salad. Onions. Pasta. Pear. Tomatoes. Crab salad. What time do you usually have breakfast? When do you usually have lunch? What time do you usually get up? What else can I put in this rice salad? What's your favorite? Take food. What food do you usually eat? Raw beets. He is totally fine. Sorry for interrupting. Can we get these files? Are you working on my team? Sentences used daily in English. I love cats. I know it. How many words do you need to speak a language? Do you need to speak a language? Do you need to talk? What's the result? Conclusion. I'll be right back. As we talked, Richard was able to use the bus lanes, which was great, but of course he had to be careful not to crash into the buses. Can you play soccer with me? What is your favorite sandwich filling? I think Tommy already mentioned the problems. As I thought of listing product. Let's do this. There were many examples. Let's do it. Tommy, as we just talked about. I'm sorry I missed him. John, as we just discussed. John, as we speak. I will tell John. This is good. We would continue with other platforms. Number 3 is also solved. Number 3 is also solved. Thanks for the update. You are always welcome. We did the test on Android. Banner impressions and click were working fine. John is aware of this. Aware. Overflow. Shall we register? I've seen that movie. I found my keys. I've finished my homework. I cooked dinner. I worked here for 5 years. I've been living here since 2012. I just had lunch. I just sent the email. I will be living. I will see you. I will shop. I will play. I will be doing. I will be working. Will you come with me? Would you come with me? Can you come with me? Can you come with me? Understand what I mean? He thought I was a servant. I have to go to the bathroom. We only have 1 bedroom in our house. It brought back our milk from 3 weeks ago. Have you been to Turkey before? A compulsory training organized by the company. Those who are sick. Disposition. Most probably. Hormone. Nowadays. Toy. I will also work. Update process of rollout file. How can I say? We only have 1 bedroom in our house. We must start or we cannot finish. Otherwise. Can you help Mary? Discharge. To worry. I went to the school today. I found my keys. There are always options. Those who are ill. He came to Turkey. I have never visited Italy. I have not visited Italy. We finished them all. We finished the whole mission. As husband and wife. Why do we have my back? What kind of change was this? Mary is aware of this situation. Mary was aware of this situation. Mary will realize this. Mary will be aware of this situation. Under. With. Without. What was your favorite food as a kid? But we are using the car. When do you prefer cake? Have your dinner early. It must be delicious. Better times for your body. Listen to 6 speeches. Write down the food idiom you hear for each adjective. Envelope. Do we have any topic? Retail. My understanding. For. From. Inside. Inside. Into. Close. Related to. Outside. Outside.